do.
That's right. Good morning and welcome, everybody, to our Thanksgiving edition of Morning Coffee Review. I'm Jason Artley, joined here with my co-host and friend, Michael Achabe, and we're going to be doing a turkey contest today. Are you excited?
I'm excited. And you're back, right?
I'm back.
Because it was 2 weeks, so we were on a break, and then Jason was gone. So Jason is now back.
I'm back,
ready.
and I gotta say thanks to Matt Lynn for helping out. Always appreciate your video. I was able to watch that and had some good laughs, and you're awesome too. So thanks for helping us out. And this is way more than just Michael and I. It's DJ CJ, it's Matt Lynn, it's a lot of us at ATG, a lot of other folks at ATG that encourage us, and of course the community. You guys that show up every week and check out our stuff on YouTube, and it's just amazing. And it would be wrong of me not to express gratitude, especially while we're talking about Thanksgiving. But today is a little different because today we're having a contest. What are we going to be giving away, Michael?
Unfortunately, we are going to be giving away not a French press, but an AeroPress, which is something I've wanted to try and something that Jason Artley loves. And we are going to show it off. I asked Jason to do a little earlier because for those folks that are just chiming in, we have a little banter at the beginning where you can come say hi. We can talk about whatever you'd like. We talk about random things. And Jason's going to actually bring it up here today so you can all see what is on the line today for today's session. And actually, not just session, but session overall in review.
That's right. So let's talk about what's going to happen today. First, let's talk about what's on the line. I'm going to start sharing my screen. This is the AeroPress Go. This is my favorite portable AeroPress or coffee maker, right? So there's two versions of an AeroPress. These, you can go to any coffee shop and they're going to have an AeroPress on the shelf. Well, any good coffee shop is going to have an AeroPress on the shelf. It's just another option for how you can get your coffee, whether it be a pour over or an espresso or a French press or Chemex or whatever. And the AeroPress Go is a travel edition, but it works great for home too. So I take this camping with me all the time. I used it Sunday morning right here. 19-degree coffee's out in the woods. There's snow on the ground and everything. I love this thing, and they're super great. Pack them in your bag, take them to work. You can go ahead and get yourself a good cup of coffee. So this will do quite a bit. You can use this to make Americanos. It can make almost espresso level strength. It comes with everything you need. Just throw some good coffee in it. Instructions are there. Super easy to use. Fun to use, and this is what we're giving away today. So how are we going to give this away? We're going to have a little contest. Now, I'm going to jump over to Bluebeam Review. We've created a studio session today, and we'd like to have you join us. Let me show you what this is going to look like. Now, first off, let me back up a little bit. We're going to draw some turkeys. Now, this is not an art contest. I'm not an artist. It is an art contest, but it's also an entertainment contest. But where did this come from? Why did we want to do this? Right? Bluebeam themselves has issued out these tools before, where you've got a tool set that has all these fun little things that you can do. And there's ones for Halloween and there's ones for winter, but there is not one for Thanksgiving. Now, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. There's no gifts. It's all about food and friends and gratitude. And I love that. So we're going to draw a turkey. Now, the turkey is in this vein, right? This is all done with markup tools. That's all this is. So we're not using snapshots. We're not cheating. We're making our own clip art version of things. So we're going to do a quick recap on how to draw something like maybe this skate or maybe this little gingerbread man. And we'll have a little recap, how to do that. And then we're going to have a recap on how to join a Bluebeam Studio session. And then I'd like y'all to join us in here live, and we're going to start drawing some turkeys. Now, use your imagination, start doing your research, whatever. And as you're drawing these turkeys, Michael and I are going to follow along using the follow tools. And we're going to sort of commentate what's going on. And the winner, which will be chosen by DJ CJ later today, and you're going to receive an AeroPress Go in the mail. So pretty sweet deal we got going on here. I'm excited about it. I know Michael's excited about it, even though it's not his favorite coffee maker because he hasn't tried it. Don't knock it till you try it. I think
I'm biased. Yeah.
Oh, you're totally biased, but I'm biased too, so that's okay. All right. So let's talk about this, Michael. Let's go back to Mr. Snowman here. Maybe that's a good option to use. How do you think this snowman was created?
So this was created by grouping things together, I am guessing. So if you select it, right click, ungroup.
Oh, whoa, look at all these little bits and pieces. So let's take a closer look. This was a group of markups. So there's a markup. That's just a polygon markup, right? We do polygons like this. We go to polygon, we draw our little polygon here, and then we, make it fancy. And
that was converted probably to an arc too.
Yeah, I can convert that to an arc. There's that sort of function. There we go. And then from here, the appearance was done with our colors and our fills. So red looks proper. The fill was an orange. And then the fill weight was reduced. There we go. It's close enough, but that's basically all it is, right? And we're going to repeat that for all of the other little components. And you just stack them on top of each other. So this is just an ellipse. And this is just another polygon markup. And that's all these are, ellipse and little things. So you can stack them on top of each other to create your design.
Do we want to show draw order too?
Ooh, draw order. So this little blob here, this little highlight is on top of this ellipse markup. And by using the draw order, we can go over here, bring to front, send to back, bring forward, send backward. So if I send that to the back, you won't see it anymore. And this is what's going to happen when you start looking at layering things on top of one another, is it's going to get hard to see. So you can use that order, bring it to the front.
You clicked on that thing.
On this guy? What if we send this guy to the back? There we go. So you can go through and just stack your markups accordingly. So what are we looking for? We're looking for a turkey. Now, I didn't get a turkey. I didn't draw this myself. I should have drawn my own turkey, and maybe I will. Maybe Michael and I will have our own little contest later. Not that I have time for that, but looking for your best clip art version of turkey. So here's the rules. You must use markups. Don't try to be sneaky and copy paste a snapshot or a clip art. We're going to know everything because sessions will tell us what everybody's doing. So any questions about markups before we get going? Now's the time to ask your questions. Everybody out there on YouTube land, you are eligible as well, because we're going to open up this session to everybody.
Yep. So you don't need to be in Zoom to join the session.
Don't have to be in Zoom. Now, we are being very trusting, but we're going to have our button on the deny button. So don't be sneaky here. Is tracing allowable? I'm going to say no. But you can certainly open up, if you've got an extra screen, open up a picture of your favorite turkey. By all means, now's the time to be Googling, get some reference documents, and go from there. So tracing won't exactly work because we're going to see if you insert a snapshot or a screen grab. Those are going to be disqualifiers. You have to use markup tools only.
And be aware, in a session, we can't go and delete your snapshots, but we can see that you placed it.
Exactly.
So just be aware.
Yeah, we won't be able to do anything with yours, but we'll be able to see what's going on. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop over to sessions now, and I'm going to show you how to join the session. But before we do that, there is a setting in here that I would recommend you change prior to joining our session. If you go up to review and go to preferences, you have your username right here at the top. And to make this easier, I'm going to spell out my name. That way, when I'm in that session and I'm doing things, that's the name that you're going to see. So if you go to general options, make your username spelled out. If you want an alias, you can, but it's going to make it harder for us to track you down to give you a coffee maker. Right? Now, I don't have to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. This is all being recorded. We're live streamed on YouTube. You're going to be forever immortalized. So think about this. Think hard. Focus on your turkey. Get turkey minded, because we're going to start drawing here in just a second. All right, here we go. In Bluebeam Studio sessions. So hopefully you have a Bluebeam Studio ID. I'll go ahead and leave this one real quick. Hopefully you have a Bluebeam Studio ID. If you do, you're going to go up to the plus sign. And when you go to add, you're going to choose join. And when you choose join, it's going to ask you for a studio ID. The ID we're after, I'm going to go ahead and type this into the chat, is 874-117-295. Right? So we're going to type that in. You don't need the dashes. If you enter them, it doesn't really matter. I already have that right here. And we're going to see people join. So, all right, we've already got 4 people, not including myself and Michael. Grab a square. Grab a square. There's 10 pages here. So feel free to grab whatever square you want. And you have to stay inside the square, and you have to use markup tools. Those are the rules. Otherwise, go. We're going to keep talking, and we're going to be following people. We're going to see folks join. And Beth is off to a good start. We didn't really put a timer on this because we're just kind of we're going to let it go. And
we'll say probably let it go.
Stay in the square there. This session will end today. I have it set to expire at 5 p.m. So sometime before then, we'll give DJ CJ the proper time she needs to absorb all this art, because art is always subjective. So I'm not after the best turkey. Which one is going to make us laugh and smile? That's what we're after today. So we're starting to see some progress from Beth and Katie. Katie, I'm guessing Katie, because that's clever. Oh, here we go. And you guys can go. If you want to wait a little bit, that's fine, but that ruins the fun of this, because we want to follow and see some of your progress. So let's talk about what else is happening on this session that we've got going on. Let's see. Oh, Peak Healing's offline. Can't get into it. Let's see. If you cannot get into this, all the permissions, it's set to everybody can do everything.
Can you go to attendees? I mean, it has to be open. Yeah.
Yeah. So. It's not restricted. So if you can't get on it,
just make sure you're checking the numbers that you have.
Yeah. Check the numbers, the 874-117-295. I am on the US server. So if you are not in the US, make sure that you're set to the US server.
And think about that.
And then,
draw away. Don't be afraid to draw.
Yeah. I would probably do really terrible at this, but I'm also curious to see what I'm capable of. So I'll save that for when we're not live streaming. But what we'll do is, with this turkey contest, we'll let you guys go and we'll pop back in. But what we can see so far, yes, good question, Doug. 5 p.m. Central is the deadline. Obviously, the sooner the better.
Is it? I thought it was just going to be.
Well, I mean,
during the session. Okay.
I mean, do we want to put that pressure on them? Because we really didn't talk about this. Maybe we should end this right when MCR pencils down. We'll close this thing, and then we'll still give DJ CJ all day to decide, because I'm guessing that this is going to blow her mind.
So
she's going to be overwhelmed.
Do we want to have one of us start doing this?
I want you to go ahead and start doing this. I want to see what you're capable of, my friend.
Okay.
Because I see Matt's drawn. Matt's starting to do stuff. And I mean, we're letting an architect draw a turkey. So I think we should probably get a little bit more crucial on that particular square, maybe.
I will. All right, let's see, where are people drawing?
We got Beth off to a good start here. Yep. DJ CJ is already impressed with Beth's work. Let's see what she's got. Ooh, Matt's taking a different approach. I like this. So what's really fun about, he's on page 1 in the lower right. Can we start off from a screen capture of this webinar? Nope. That's still a snapshot or an insertion, and we'll see that because we're going to be checking the record. Make sure nobody's being sneaky here.
All right, I got one right here. This is the one I'm going to use. Let's say.
Yeah, you found your turkey. Now, we're not looking for like atomically correct turkeys, right? We're looking for just clip art style funny turkeys, or like we should have probably clarified that. What if we did a turkey that was, coming out of the oven? Would that count? I think so.
So it's all subjective to
it's all subjective. What do you think a turkey is?
DJ CJ is going to think of.
And maybe we'll hide this from her so she doesn't see them quite yet. That's not very nice of us.
She can already see it, though. It's live, right?
That's true, but not if I'm on a different page. But let's see what we got here. Ooh, I like the use of colors here. Who's doing this one? I can click on it. I can see what's going on. Oh, wait, we have a clarification from DJ CJ. She loves all turkeys. There's no discrimination. So think about that. Jump on in here. Start drawing the turkey of your imagination. See if you can win yourself an AeroPress Go coffee press.
I am out of the running, but I'm just doing it to...
Are you out of the running, though? Because you don't have an AeroPress Go. Let's see.
I mean...
Maybe. Let's see what you got.
I should be out of the running.
You should be out of the running, but it will still play as if your heart depended on it. Because my goal is for you to get an AeroPress Go at some point, and just for you to say, Jason, you were right. This truly is an amazing coffee press. It's so much easier to clean than a French press. It's lighter. It's easier to travel. I could take it camping with me. I could take it to the office with me. So many reasons. Ed, he says he will never say that Jason is right. Is this true, Michael? You'll never say that I'm right? Because it depends on the day.
Jason is right a lot of the time.
There we go. I'll Venmo you money for that statement later.
Okay. Oh, that's why this isn't going, because this line ends here.
Oh, where are you at? So one of the things that I wanted to do with this sort of contest is highlight some of the features of Session. So even if you're not participating in drawing, which you really should be, no harm, no foul here.
Oh, you know what? I probably should have done, because I'm not going to be able to fill this.
Now,
delete.
Let's see what Michael's doing, right? Pun is always intended, Doug. Let's see what Michael's doing. If you haven't seen this before inside of a studio session, one of my favorite things to do, especially when we're talking about collaborating, right? We don't have to be on the phone. We don't have to be sharing screens for this. If you're taking part in a studio session, you can click and follow an attendee. So here I'm going to highlight Michael's name and I'm going to choose follow attendee. And now I can see that's his cursor moving, right? So that's his little crosshair thing. And he's got a blank square. Let's see what he's going to do. How'd that get there?
I just finished it.
Okay.
I had to redraw it.
Okay, so he's got a polygon.
I need to do a polygon, yeah.
Starting with the polygon command. So that's going to be this guy right up here. I'm in the review advanced profile. And in this review advanced profile, there's the polygon command, which you can use. Is it shift or control? Shift to add and remove vertices really easily. So you can just kind of rough it in with the polygon and then use the shift and shift key, hold it down to be able to add and remove vertices. And then if you right click, there's a convert to arc function there. And when you convert to arc, you start to see those smooth curves that Michael's demonstrating now.
Yeah, that's fine.
So what's your strategy here, Michael? What do you
to win?
To your strategy is to win. Whether or not you're eligible or not, your goal is to at least impress DJ CJ, if not myself too. No pressure though. No pressure.
No pressure.
Let's see what Matt's up to. Holy cow. All right. It's looking pretty is that almost impressionism? I don't know. I'm not a good artist guy. Oh, I've seen some good colors here from Beth. Oh boy. Let's see what else. Ooh, I like this. Yeah, it's a good use of yellow though. Let's see. I'm on page 3. Everybody's on page 1 and 2. I figured someone would just jump to page 10 and hide, but there's nobody on page 10. You can see that right here, and we can see who's online. We can see what page they're on and what PDF they're in. So there's only the one document here. And then we're getting this live record of what everybody's doing. So I'm not seeing any, adding snapshots or any other inserting images. So there's no cheating going on quite yet. Hopefully we don't see any. There's still plenty of time though. Hop on in here, start drawing. I'm almost getting tempted myself, but I think Michael is in the mode of drawing. He's challenged now. We've challenged him, so he's going to be a little quiet, and I would feel the same way.
I forgot that we're watching me, so everyone's probably watching my concentration face. Right?
If only I was quicker on the draw and I could get your face up here in the Zoom chat so you could watch the wheels turn. Watch the wheels turn. Pretty good. So let's hear it in the chat. What's your favorite part about Thanksgiving? Even to our Canadian friend up there, Doug. Do you guys celebrate Thanksgiving?
They have it early, remember?
You had it early. That's right. Yeah. A month ago. Is that why there's a alleged turkey shortage? Because everybody's up north eating the turkeys?
I feel like everything that's around that is just like the toy shortage is not happening.
Right.
So let's go to here.
Yeah, I know there was tons of turkeys here. I had no issue finding a turkey. But then again, I know that there's tons of turkey farms about half hour east of me. So maybe that had something to do with it. Food and kicking back with family. That's exactly what I'm hoping to do. ATG has started a new tradition. Hopefully it stays a tradition. They sent us everyone, a honey baked ham for Thanksgiving. So I'm going to be doing a ham and I'm going to smoke a turkey. So we're going to
remember we are hiring.
We're always hiring. Yes. So maybe next year, if you want to get a honey baked ham out of the deal, apply today. ATGUSA.com. We've got tons of openings from almost every department. Most of them are remote too. So use that for what you will. Doug likes pie. What kind of pie do you like, Doug? Pumpkin, pecan, mincemeat pie. Just any pie. This isn't going to turn into a pie versus cake conversation, is it? Because that battle never wins. Pumpkin and apple. Yeah. Blackberry, all the pies. Yeah. I love pie too.
So I'm interested to see what other people are doing, but I feel like if I do, I'm going to get caught in the wheel.
You're going to get caught in the wheel?
Of trying to compare what other people are doing.
No, don't worry about what other people are doing. It's not a competition against other people. This is strictly to entertain DJ CJ. We could debate whether or not cheesecake is a pie. But cake is in the name. It's not cheese pie. Even though a cheese pie, if it was a cheesecake in a pie crust and it had that graham cracker, now we're on to something. Why don't we ever see DJ CJ?
Actually, there's a picture of her on social media from us being at
in Hawaii.
Picture. It's in the video.
It's in the video, yeah. Eventually, we'll drag her on here because secretly to us, she's actually the Bluebeam ninja at the whole company. Isn't this true? Not true? She's been absorbing all of this information, and now she's like the Bluebeam master. So this is why she doesn't show up, because she'll just show us all up, and we'll have nothing to talk about anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if you paid attention to our LinkedIn little promo video when we apologized for not showing up on November 9th because we were kind of busy in Hawaii. We had a good old time. Matt was coming in clutch and delivering frozen cocktails. They were totally non-alcoholic, by the way. They were just frozen drinks with fruit in them. We were staying healthy. We don't want to get scurvy.
On the island.
Yeah, on the island, exactly.
There we go. Starting to look a little better.
Ooh, look at this. I like the little eyeball touches there. They're not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm liking the abstract action here. This is tricky. I like the colors. Oh,
I want to know how Matt's doing.
How Matt's doing? Matt's
see.
Drawn. He doesn't have any color yet. He looks pretty good.
No color, Matt. What's going on there?
I'm going to see how he's going to color this, because it could be kind of tricky with some of those openings. Just saying.
It looks great, but color. Who do we have over here?
Well, we didn't say color wasn't a requirement. But this hand turkey, though, like immediately, I would, yeah, we're on to something here. Who's drawing our hand turkey? So how do we find this out?
Who's drawing the hand turkey? So no one's on page 10. I would have thought somebody would have started there.
See, that's what I was going to do. I can alert attendee. I can't click on it. And again, as part of the session, I'm the admin. I can't do anything about this. I can't delete it. I can't move it. I can't change it. All I could do would be kick this person out, which wouldn't be fair. Right?
So what we should be aware of is who's using review to the best of the non-sketching ability in terms of reusability with items. That could also be something we take into effect. But actually, it's DJ CJ just determining that. And again, she's the ninja, so
exactly
she could be watching that.
So with this, and Doug, you hit the nail right on the head. This is so different than how I use review. And that's exactly what this is about. Yes, it is a little silly, right? We're drawing turkeys, but we're using tools that we don't necessarily think about using together. And we're using polygons, and we're using color fills, and we're using draw orders in different ways. So it's still completely work related. I mean, you can use this as a graphic program. Absolutely. Is it better than Paint? Kinda. Is it better than Photoshop? No. But it does pretty good. DJ CJ is loving Beth's turkey so far. I like what Matt's got going on here, and Michael's use of facial expressions with the eyeballs is great. But to me, the hand is still winning. But now, see, we're getting one with coffee. You guys are doing awesome. I'm glad I'm not judging this.
Yeah, there's no mirror, huh?
There is no mirror. I think this came up a little bit ago. I think we got a support ticket about mirroring in review. I thought there was a trick to it.
Oh,
there's an alignment tools.
There is. So you can mirror.
You can mirror. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So
let's go back to follow you. Let's follow Michael again.
So I'm copying this up here.
Okay.
Right clicking. There's
so we don't see your right click menu.
No, you won't.
Okay.
I'm saying hovering over alignment, and you can flip vertical or horizontal.
Yeah. So it's not mirror for us CAD users that we're so used to seeing the word mirror. We have flip. And that's also an important note, because in review, You can flip markups, you can rotate your view, and you can rotate your pages. And sometimes those alignments do get confused.
And then boom, same size hand.
Oh, nice trick there. Awesome, awesome.
Am I giving somebody else help? Probably, but that's what
fine.
we're here to do.
Yeah. So if you have any questions along the way, feel free to fire them over through the chat or put them in Q&A, because that's what this is all about, right? Not just us goofing off playing with turkeys, but learning more about review, pushing ourselves with review, and trying to find more useful ways that we can utilize this tool, because a lot of us are starting to use this more and more every single day, not just for turkey drawing, although is there a job number I could charge that to? That'd be great. But we're still learning, right? It's always kind of fun. And always with these morning coffee review sessions, we do these things based on topics that you guys suggest. Now, Turkey One, we'll take full credit for that one.
Yeah.
But coming up in the coming months, we've got a lot of these sort of planned for when we're going to be doing or what we're going to be doing. So next week on November 30th, I believe we have a topic already picked out. I don't have it in front of me, but we've got these set up for the next few weeks. But there's obviously going to be more happening going into the new year. And those topics are all chosen by what you guys put in the comments. So at the end of this session, if you're on Zoom, you'll be prompted for a little survey, basically saying, how did we do? Is there more information that you'd like from ATG? And then also, what suggestions do you have? So if you say, I really wish we would learn about, drawing turkeys with polygons, we'll do that. This is all about you, the community. And we're having a good time doing this with you and watching your skills grow alongside ours as we go along this.
So I'm going to stop because
you're getting close to the box.
Well, I'm saying I'm going to stop and watch back in the chat.
Oh, okay.
So that I'm back in part of this.
Oh, okay. So here's the question I have.
Yes.
How do I unfollow somebody?
So you just click the little human. Yeah. So right. Yep. Oh, nope. Yep. You're unfollowing me.
Oh, I still see you.
No, you don't.
Yep, I do.
That's not me. Is it me?
Oh, that's you. That's not me.
Is it going in a circle?
Well, kind of. You're basically around your turkey square there. Interesting.
So right click.
Let's look at my.
It's usually the little human.
Look at my status though. My status
on
still
me.
says following.
So on you there. So hold on. Go back. Yeah.
Oh. Whoa.
Oh wait, maybe not. I knew it was one of those. So go back.
That was interesting. I've never seen that before. Request attendees to follow. Don't do that.
Right
Don't
click.
follow me. There is no right click.
On me?
Yeah. There's no unfollow. Interesting.
I swear it was a little human though.
Well, I'm not following you anymore, but I don't remember there's little humans right there. Ooh, what's going on here? Oh, look at that feather action. Oh man. This is awesome. Ooh, getting hats over here. You guys, this is awesome. Thanks for playing along in our turkey contest showdown.
More attendees. I wonder if they joined and were like, I want no part of this. Goodbye.
I mean, it is all at the heart of this. It's still markup tools. That's all we're doing. And we're doing it in session. We're showing live collaboration. It's just, we could go work on a site plan or a building footprint or whatever else you want, but what fun's that?
So Matt is using, since Matt didn't use the polygon tool to do his colorization, I'm guessing he's using the highlight.
Yeah, it could be. It could be the highlight. It's starting to look like one of those little watercolor tattoo things that are cool.
Scroll out. Let's see.
Maybe. I don't know. He's got a good little
I like the hat. Look at the shading on that hat too. No, on the right.
Hat?
Yeah.
Best hat? Oh, yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good. This is looking good though. I like the proportions on this one though. So this is fun watching the turkeys come to life as we go here.
What's on the next page?
On page 2. You ready? Ooh, we have our evolution of our hand turkey.
Hand turkey. I love it. What's on the right here? So, okay. Got the coffee mug. Is that a hand-drawn? It is a hand-drawn coffee mug. Okay. The hat with the buckle. That was quick.
Yeah. So how do I see who's doing this one? Now I could figure it out. I mean, there's only a couple people on page 2, but is there a way to click on things and see who's doing it?
So you can see from the markups lists as well, and it'll show you who made the markup. So when you click on any of your markups, it highlights it. So you can kind of get an idea of where people are at.
There we go. This is all Katie's work. So,
Chris, he has a phone call office visit. Dang it. I'm guessing Jason said that we will leave it open for a little longer after MCR. Would you say?
Should we open till, let's say, noon Central?
Noon Central. That's fine with me.
Okay.
Is that fine with you, TJ,
yep.
CJ?
This is going to expire
down to
5 o'clock. So you have until noon Central today. Hop into this thing. If you're a little shy, you can wait until we're done. That ruins the fun of it. But still, hop until noon Central. Draw your stuff. We will be making sure that there's no, clip arts being inserted here. And then by the end of the day, DJ CJ will be overwhelmed with turkey art, and she's gonna pick a winner. So hopefully that works out. We will not be influencing our judge in any way, shape, or form.
We will be checking though. So Jason and I will be going back and checking to make sure.
So, Michael, could you do me a favor? I want you to jump back into your turkey, and I want you to use that notifications function and notify me of something. So you can see on my screen that I'm sharing here what pops up. If you haven't seen this feature, it's actually pretty slick. So what'll happen is whenever you make a markup, and let's say we're collaborating on something, and we don't want to have a phone call.
It's pinging you right there.
Zoom.
So.
It's pinging me?
Yep. So it's over notifications.
There we go, right there. So when I go to notifications, it alerts me of that polygon, and I'll get an email as well. Now, be careful with that, because you can really annoy somebody with 20 emails on those notifications. But it's a pretty neat way to let people know what's going on without needing to, get on the phone or use this chat box here. So we can say, Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And that's part of the record. So pretty cool stuff. Yep.
But if you click the notification, it also jumps you to where that mark was made. So just for those folks that are like, hey, it's a 100-page set, where did he make it? Oh, there it is.
Right there. You click on it, it zooms you right there. So super cool trick there. And then once I've reviewed that, I can come click on this red X and get rid of it. And I can dismiss that alert. Now, what's this pending activity all about?
So pending is if you're working offline, if you're not connected to the internet, everything's going to jump into that bucket. So then when you reconnect back to the internet, it's going to reduce them from the pending to the actual record of the session. So those are for those folks that are out on the job site that are not on stable internet, but they still need to complete their job in the session. They still can. They're just dumping all of their markups into a pending area. Did somebody ask for that?
Yeah, I had a call yesterday, I believe, and we were talking about sessions and what these different things meant.
I was asking those tool sets so everyone can have them.
Oh, no, I'm just sneaking this in here.
Hmm.
Do. So I forgot exactly how Bluebeam released this. Double click to install the Winter Wonderland tool set. This is another trick that I like to do with sessions. This is a great way to customize the iPad. So even though I'm in review 20 here, if I were to join this session on my iPad, wait a minute. If I had an iPad with a pencil, I could be drawing pretty good. But even though the iPad's a different version, the interface is pretty much totally different. I can join this session on my iPad and then double click on this and it will install that tool set. So this is a great trick for customizing all your tool sets in the iPad version because it is a lot harder to do than using here on the Windows version. So if you're interested in the Winter Wonderland tool set, the inspiration for this whole thing, I've hidden it on page 4 of that session.
And by the way, for all of you folks out there in the YouTube land, you have until 12, you said PM Central Time, right?
Noon Central.
Okay.
And I won't, well, I guess I can close it. I'll stop the session early, but since I'm admin, I'll still be able to access it, and I'll get with DJ CJ later today, or maybe I'll print her a PDF of the results.
Who knows?
Who
you
knows?
Could just download a copy and send it. Report is what you could do.
Ooh,
right?
A report. Now that's a neat trick. If I go back to my session, I have my record. Here's everything that's going on, right? So what we can do, instead of me scrolling through all this stuff to see what people did and who's playing along, I can come down here to report and do a PDF record summary, which will give me a summary of all of these things that's happening. So I supposed to say probably bourbon because then you're going to score points with me. Too bad I'm not a judge. So record summary, a PDF package report. Now these are interesting because this will take all of the PDFs that were a part of this, right? Because the great part of working in a studio session is you can have multiple documents. This will have them all together. So your record PDF and your actual drawing PDFs will be separated here. And then we can combine them both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so PDF package is great. You can create a PDF package without being in a session, by the way, too, from file, create from.
Mm-hmm.
Then the other one is the PDF package. That basically creates a folder. It's a .pdf extension, but it creates a folder with PDFs in it. So all of your PDFs from your documents and then the summary report. The other one was the combined, and that just takes your summary report of your running record and attaches it to the back of your PDF. So staples everything together, essentially. Like if you had a piece of paper with a bunch of papers, you staple them together. The record summary, it's just its own. Now, if you wanted to filter out things, like someone said something inappropriate on your running record, you can go down to the funnel. You can deselect chat, go back to your report, and at the bottom left, it'll say filtered items only. That way, no chat shows up. You can't be particular, but you can say no, nothing shows up. However, you can be particular on what markups print out when you finish your session. So when you go up and you hit finish, which they change the location, by the way, and then update, it's no longer right next to the end here. That's leaving the finish button. We hit it now. Everyone's out. But you are able to deselect attendees on who you want to be showing. So
pretty clever. So I had a question about PDF packages. So it's not related to our little turkey thing that we got going on. And I was creating a PDF package from Outlook, right? I had a bunch of expense emails from my trip last week, and I used Outlook to create a PDF package, which created an individual, almost like a PDF within a PDF, or a bunch of PDFs within a PDF. And I have all these documents, and I want to unpackage something into one PDF. Is there a magic trick for that? What I ended up doing was just adding all those files together and combining them and cleaning them up that way. But there isn't, from the create, there's no undo, essentially, no unwrapping of the package.
I guess you could just still do create from file and then that, or combined. Ooh. Is there nothing inside the report that says create?
No, PDF? there was no way to undo it. So I won't open it because it's going to show stuff we don't want publicly out there, but it was interesting. Also,
we'll sidecard that for a little bit.
Sidecard.
We'll figure that.
Well, while we're waiting for our turkeys, and we've got the time, I got stumped yesterday. I was having a Q&A session with the client, and I was batting 100% there for a minute, and then I got caught dead in my tracks, and I was like, I don't know. And I'm always willing to say that I don't know, but this one got me, and I was like, I got to talk to Michael, and I was gonna chat, but you were on Do Not Disturb on Zoom.
Select one of the markups, Matt. Right click.
Choose order. Ooh, there's a good question, Marvin. This is also in line with what I wanted to ask Michael. Sometimes it's fun for me just to ask him questions and put him on the spot without giving him any sort of foreshadowing or warning.
Let's go.
So the question from Marvin: can you take a bookmark and create a page label from it?
Mm-hmm. You can.
You want to?
You could do the adverse too.
Here,
well, yeah. I mean, I guess you can have me share. That's fine.
I'll stop sharing. You start sharing. We got a little bit of time here. Don't worry. We're going to go back and check on our turkeys in just a little bit. So they're in review. Straight jumping out of it. All right.
So can you create page labels from bookmarks? You can, and you can go backwards too. So you're saying bookmarks first. That's fine. So you can go and you can add new bookmarks, but I'm going to do create bookmarks. And from here, I'm going to do page region. I like to do number underscore name. And then you go to here, and then you can do labels, and you can do rename page labels. 1 second. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, create page labels from bookmarks.
Oh, and now look, it took all of those names.
It only did one though. And then I said all
no
pages.
Page number to use region.
There we go.
There we go. So if you don't have a page
number to use region.
Well, then you can still just do the name, I suppose.
I mean, it's whoever created the title block information, right? So it's whatever's provided from the PDF is what you're going to be able to have the data from to grab regions. And if it's not there, then you have to type it in, unfortunately. I mean, because how else is it going to know what to grab? What was your question, though, Jason?
Oh, hang on. Let me find it. Because it's in one of the sample drawings that we get from Bluebeam Review. And
yeah, so if the bookmarks here, if these names are here, you can still, I just didn't have the data, but if your bookmarks are still here, right? You can still create from here, create page labels from bookmarks.
So
just, yeah. So if they're still here, that's fine. I just didn't have any, so I generated them. And if you have them, great. You can come to your thumbnails panel of your PDF, go to the create page labels and select bookmarks.
Use it as headers to put on pages. Ooh, now headers and footers is a different story.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you do that with headers and footers.
Ooh, I wonder. So when you did that region thing, it gave you a code. I wonder if you could paste that code in there. You know what I'm talking about? You did that region underscore. I wonder if it would read it.
Yeah, I mean, it's telling me the name down here, but it's not auto-filling it. I mean, but I can copy it.
Yeah.
But who wants to do that? Why isn't it auto-filling? Right. There's no, like, this is just the page number. It's not
page label.
Yeah, it's not label. File data, maybe? Yeah, page label. Here we go.
Perfect. There you go. Dum, 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 dum. Page label. Done. So take your bookmark. Problem solved. Oh, see, that's the fun of morning coffee review. This is what we love. Ask the questions. Get the wheels turning. Let's figure it out together.
Yes. So page labels or headers and footers, sorry. Add. And then file data. And then you have insert. Item to insert is going to be page label.
Advisor, project, subject, all sorts of things hiding in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good way to do it. All right.
What else?
My question was, in our Bluebeam Imperial plan set files that we got from Bluebeam, there's a file A701 interior elevations. You got so many more files than I have. It's not fair.
It's just over time.
Oh, maybe you don't have it.
I maybe don't have it.
Fine. How could I get this to you quickly? I could throw it in the Zoom chat, the other Zoom chat. I could put it in our studio session. That would almost be cheating, though. Or I could just do this.
Could you just ask the question?
Well, I got to display it. So maybe I'll just share my screen.
Okay.
All right. In my review here, here's interior elevations. So
I can't see your screen.
You can't see it? Come here, Zoom. Do your thing. Share. There we go. I have this interior elevations. So there's our little conference room. Here's our little thing. And then here is a viewport with a 3D PDF. Mm-hmm. How did they do the viewport with a 3D PDF?
It's just a 3D PDF. That's what it is. It's not a viewport.
So this is a 3D PDF that's embedded in here, or this is added to the 3D PDF?
Yeah. The PDF was added to the sheet. Yeah.
So how would you do that? What's your trick there? If we had another sheet and we wanted to add another PDF there, because it's not inserting, right? PDF content? No. There's got to be a trick to this. And I was like,
let's see.
Thanks, Doug. Doug's saying that he's seen it before and wondered how they did that. It's like, I know we've talked about viewports for measurements and using different scales. And I'm so used to viewports coming from the CAD world. But here they've embedded information. David, your machine's running so slow. Bimbox, we can help you with that. Although sometimes running slow is from, the session, right? We do have multiple people in our session over here. Playing along and drawing some turkeys and having a good old time. Let's go check in on them as we're waiting. Oh man, look at that. Oh, okay. Hold up. We're gonna steal something. Look at this. I see a signature here. So we can go figure out who did the work, but if you want to sign it or do whatever, oh, ATG logo cheating. I love it. What a good bribe. This is cracking me up, guys. Thank you for playing along today and drawing some turkeys. I'm really feeling challenged. I feel like I kind of want to do this, but I don't want to do it with anybody watching. So I don't think my calendar will be friendly to let me get this done before noon, but I'm encouraged. I want to thank you all for playing along. This has been fun. And like I said, if you don't want to be shown, feel free to jump in here after morning coffee review, and you've got until noon Central, and we'll still take a look. Now, in full disclosure, we might share it on LinkedIn. We might not, but I'm excited to see what you got going on. All righty. Yeah, this is going to be difficult.
So it's saying go to edit. Oh, that is where it is. So it's edit. Am I going to watch you do this? Under add and edit content. There it is.
Add and edit 3D content.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whoa. U3D. Weird.
Yeah, so it is a.
That's not a 3D PDF content though. So how do you create
so
this?
There are a couple of ways to create 3D PDF. If you are working with a universal 3D, so it's .u3D or industrial foundation class IFC. So it just depends on the type of element that you're using.
Oh, IFC.
File extensions, okay. Yeah. Then you can drag and drop these files into review quickly, creating a 3D PDF.
Oh, that's just too cool. Now that I can use IFCs, this is going to change a whole bunch of things for me.
So converting files to Bluebeam's plugin, add 3D content to an existing PDF. In addition to creating a full 3D PDF review, you can also add 3D content to an existing PDF that contains text and regular 2D graphics with the add and edit tool. You can define a set area in your PDF to add 3D model. Just go into edit PDF content. Once the 3D content has been imported, you can change the default display setting, interact with the 3D model tree, edit details and names.
That is not available in a session. Interesting.
Which most things aren't.
Right. David has a question. How come some of my grips are grayed out? Are you sure they're your grips? Because sometimes what happens in a session, if you try clicking on somebody else's stuff, it doesn't work. So if I went over here and tried to mess with Michael's, all the grips are gray. So I can't do anything with them. If it's yours,
Unless somebody locked them on you.
I did no such thing. Filter, deny, just kick you out.
Filter, well, you can lock the markups too. Down in the markups list.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Interesting. All right. We've got about a minute left of our thing here. So what we're going to do, like I said, we're going to leave this open until noon Central. So anybody on YouTube land or Zoom land, feel free to hop in here. Studio session number 874-117-295. I'm going to cancel this thing right at noon. Actually, what I'll do is I'll go change that right now.
We're at the end of our time.
There we go. This will expire at noon. So once this expires, I will have access to it. I will create that report. I'll get that over to DJ CJ, and you will be contacted if you're our winner. And so far, this contest is looking pretty tough. I'm glad I'm not a judge because I would have a hard time. And for that, I want to thank you all for playing along. I want to thank you all for being a part of Morning Coffee Review. I mean, this whole thing has been a lot of fun for us. I've learned a lot. Heck, I learned stuff today, and I hope that you did as well. Thank you. Have a good Thanksgiving.
So people are saying their tools are locked.
Hang on. They shouldn't be.
When do you have the expiration?
I haven't even set noon yet.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
So your tools should not be locked. Everybody's got control.
Maybe do a quick exit out for everyone if you're in it and you're having an issue, and then come back.
Awesome.
And change your status, by the way. You should give a little explanation of status so we know
so
you're done.
There is a status thing. I changed mine to finish. By default, there is finished, waiting, and reviewing. You can customize this and do whatever, but when you put finished in here, like they did earlier, then I know that they're done. Otherwise, you're all going to be done at noon.
I don't know if you can erase in here. Let me go into here. Let me go into mine and see if you can use the erase command. I just don't think you can erase. Yeah, you can erase in a session.
You can't erase?
No.
Oh, that's evil. Can you use draw order and block it out?
You could. Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's the trick. All right.
All righty. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you coming out to the morning coffee review before Thanksgiving. We are thankful for all of you as well on the YouTube land. Feel free to keep drawing, and we will announce the winner next week, but the winner will probably know beforehand, I'm guessing. Is that correct, DJ CJ? If not, we will let you all know. Thanks for attending, and have a thankful Thanksgiving, and we look forward to seeing you all next week.
See you next week. Thanks, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.